EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us in the Hoosier State at Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
First and 10. On the ground for the first time. Here comes Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to be hit and dropped behind the line. Great push upfield defensively. What a way to start this one.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, Richardson. Now a deep ball for Mitchell. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him, and we'll bring up 3rd down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
From the gun on 3rd down, Richardson. Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the 3rd play. Picked off by Kool-Aid McKinstry.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that 1st down. Second and a yard. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's going to pick up the 1st down across midfield and down at the 49.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Second and 7. Now this time they'll look to throw. Room to maneuver at the 35. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
From the gun, here's a handoff.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And that one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. Open man is Shaheed. That's complete. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. He'll try the right side this time. Can he get away? No! He's taken down behind the line. Good job by the defense with a negative play.
And this is a great example of why it's so important on defense to sprint to the ball. His ability to make people miss is hard for one guy to get him on the ground. But when you can get everybody to the ball, eventually you can take them down. And in this case, they do it for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. He'll drop to throw. To the left side, into the hands of Collins. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Now they'll set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Dragons are out to an early 3-0 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They bring the tight end in motion. On first down, they'll start with Taylor. He'll move this one ahead to the 31-yard line. Christian Harris there on the stop. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Mustang 19. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 19 Lions.
Out of the shotgun, Richardson. Quick throw, taken in. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. One quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. 3-0 is our score. We'll come back to Indianapolis in a moment. Third and 6. The motion man here is Mitchell. Richardson. He gets this complete to Mitchell. Now he's loose down the right sideline. And he will go all the way. And 9, Mitchell. Touchdown, Colts. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And this one is picked off. It's Juju Brents. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing. Inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
Richardson will give it to Taylor. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
On 2nd down, Richardson. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
By Christian Harris. A loss of 10 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Here's Richardson. Throw right side, pulled in by Mitchell.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
The Colts now going to send out their field goal unit. This will be a 41-yard attempt. Good snap, good hold, good kick. And the Colts go out to a 10-3 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. In motion now, it's Collins. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he gets that one complete to Collins. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
Shaheed in motion. Here's a toss, right side, and nowhere to go on that one. They lifted him up and threw him down behind the line. Handoff here, up the middle, and they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yards, but it didn't gain any here, and now it's going to be 3rd down.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
On the set.
3rd and long. Putting the tight end in motion. Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down. In these 3rd and long situations, must pass is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll send a tight end in motion right. They'll go with a counter on first down, and they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up, I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
Ready, break. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Back with more of this Thursday opener after this. Shaheed in motion.
60 Eagles, 60, go!
Right back to him on first down. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up second and short. They'll stick with him again. A hit, and he has lost the football.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Kalen Bullock.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the third or fourth read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jumped that route, challenged the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Jerome Ford. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Tight end going in motion here. Back to throw. Thrown left side. The catch is made. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on second down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on third down where it's a little bit more manageable.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And that is incomplete. Nico Collins was the intended receiver there. And now it's 4th down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
So on 4th down, they'll call out the field goal unit. It'll be a 44-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Dragons cut the lead to 4. It's 10-6.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well. You're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They do try to run it out as they start on the ground. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll go again here with Taylor. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Colts 10, Dragons 6.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up, both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. They send the tight end in motion. Here's a run to begin this 3rd quarter. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
So 2nd down, and they'll run it. And he's going to be very close to a 1st down. That's a good run there. Maybe just a couple of feet short.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. In motion now, it's Collins. He'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. The defense was right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Now give on the ground. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll go right and find his running back. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
Now a run on first down. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They dropped him in the backfield. They'll look to throw. And this one is picked off. It's Juju Brents. And the Colts are in great shape here as they take over at their 46.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to...
Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. The defense has got it. Still going. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery and the great return for the touchdown. And a big turn of events there. This defense trying to hold off the opposition now takes the lead, Greg, by taking it to the end zone.
Yeah, and it seems like week in and week out, Mike, in this league, there's one or two plays that determine the outcome of a game. And I get the sense here in the second half, that game-changing scoop and score by this defense could very well be that play.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Here's first and 10.
18 rattlers, baby. Get this.
Richardson operating from the pistol. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Flags come in. Looks like there was movement on the right side of the O-line. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts. Throwing is Richardson. That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Come on, set. Crack it all, 80. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 19 tight, 19 tight.
From the gun, Richardson. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Go! 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. Check. Ready.
They'll run on first down with Taylor. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Set. 79 Bronco. Mustang 19. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Now Richardson. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. And he's out of bounds at the 5, and they're in business. It is 1st and goal.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
5 yards from the house. They've got it 1st and goal.
Ready.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They'll run here with Taylor. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Now here's 2nd and goal. They'll run the sneak, and he will drive his way into the end zone. Anthony Richardson, touchdown, Indy. He's got another one, his 2nd touchdown of the evening. Certain quarterbacks have a knack for that, and he finds the space to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm. Not necessarily the tush-push like we see up in Philly, but just as effective here, Mike.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Shaheed now to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. We'll have more Thursday Night Football after this. First and 10. Drive will start on the ground, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. He'll look to throw. This one complete to Jordan. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Big-time play there as they try to cut into this fourth quarter deficit. At this point in the game, Mike, remember, you're just going to get a couple more possessions, so you have to make the most of them, especially with the lead being this close for the taking.
It's a three tight end look as they have it first and 10. They'll run. He'll try the left side now. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face second down and 7. He'll drop to throw. The second down throw is incomplete.
They're lucky to have avoided this mistake here, Mike. In the fourth quarter, with possessions running out, that would have been a critical back-breaking play in this game. And they're going to have second life now after that defender drops the ball. And let's see if they can take advantage of it.
Big play coming up. This is third down. They'll throw out of the gun. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
So now, a big spot coming here. This to get back within a field goal. This one has plenty of leg. And it is good. And they inch a bit closer here in this fourth quarter. So it is back to a one-point game now in the fourth quarter as they kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Set to go now on first and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Slot receiver headed right. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Richardson gets this quickly to Mitchell. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Second and 7. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts. Throwing on second down, Richardson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
The motion man here is Mitchell. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
The offense staying out there for this fourth down.
Go! 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Richardson going to look to throw. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on down.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that fourth down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time fourth down stop.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Here's a screen set up for 4. He's to the 15. He is in. Jerome Ford. Touchdown, Dragons. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Now this looks like a design run, and he is not going to get in. Stop on the try for 2. The lead remains right where it is. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. The tight end going in motion to the left. Richardson to throw it here on first down. He'll get that one to Taylor. Complete.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Here's 2nd and 2. To throw, it's Richardson. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Richardson to throw. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Time now becoming a factor as we get to 3rd down. Timeout, Indianapolis. That is their 2nd. What will they do on this play? 3rd down, needing 8.
Let's go. Trap 60, trap 60.
Here's Richardson. He gets this complete to Mitchell. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Here's 1st down.
Here we go, set. Go.
Taylor. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
18, Pioneer. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
They'll drop to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And he's in! Touchdown, Indianapolis.
We all make It's such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike for a touchdown. But sometimes, just take what's easy, the easy pitch and catch, get an underneath completion. That's exactly what the quarterback does here, takes what the defense gives them, and when you have a playmaker like that on the outside, they can do the rest with their feet after the catch, and end result is still a touchdown.
So here we go. Colts trying to get a little bit closer. They'll go for 2 now.
70. Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Set go.
Here's Richardson. That's going to be caught. They get the 2 points. Man, this could turn out to be important. The lead goes to 3 here in the 4th quarter. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Now return coming from the 7. A good return as he takes it across the 30. They'll come up for 1st and 10.
Panther streak. Here we go.
Shaheed in motion. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up now for 2nd down. Now they'll set up to throw. He lets one go. Looking for Shaheed. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
This crowd urging the defense on. It is 3rd and 8. They're going to motion the tight end over here. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that would be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Juju Brents.
Frankly, Mike, a disaster. And I don't know how else to classify it. I mean, that's now 5 turnovers, 3 coming through the air. You're just not going to win games at this level playing and giving the ball away.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On the handoff, it's Taylor. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They'll send their tight end left. So it's a win for the Colts. They continue to be the